Okay, we're going to put together the connector now. This allows us to open up our house to be able to put lights in or change the battery for the lights or whatever. So I already have these pieces here. These are the trim pieces that are going to go around, and I have been folding everything along the score lines. Sometimes it's very hard to see on this textured paper where the score lines are, but here we go. Okay, so that's going to go around. So all that we really need to do is we're going to put this on like this. So it's going to fit in this way, this way. All right. I guess I'll turn it this way so that it doesn't really matter whether the fancy side is on the inside or the outside. Nobody is going to really see it anyway. If I wanted to have the textured part facing out, just fold the tabs the opposite direction. Okay, so hook these two pieces together. Just be consistent that your tabs are both on the same side, and that if you have textured paper that it's facing the same way. Hopefully it will be. Okay, so we have a long side, a short side, a long side, a short side. This you can fold in half. And glue that right down. Okay, the trick to this, not that there's much of a trick, is that we're going to fold our tabs outward, like so. What we're going to do is create a lip, basically. All right, and this is going to fit over it like this. Okay. I'll slide this over, like so. Nudge it in here. The tabs. Okay. So it's going to fit in like this. Right. So we're going to glue those. Let's glue this tab first. Just lay it down. Kind of lines itself up. And this tab. And then our two other tabs. This piece is just going to go around to strengthen it. Now, one reason I didn't make the loop first is sometimes trying to go around this loop, it's not an exact fit. The circumference, because of the thickness of the paper, is a little more or less. So I don't actually fasten it until the very end. But I will put glue on all of it right now. You don't actually need this piece, but just, again, because you want it to be a fairly strong connector, this is just a good way to ensure that you've got that extra strength on it, just a little extra thickness. There may be cases where you're doing like circular kind of connectors, and if you do the circular kind of connectors, you can see that my tab didn't quite reach all the way, so not to worry, I'm just going to glue that into place. I might have been a little bit loose when I came around the corners here or something. But that is not going to matter as far as our getting this to fit. So I'm going to bring over this. This is our roof and our, just dropped part of my house over there. This is our roof and our second floor. So if everything went well, this should fit inside of here. It's going to be a tight fit. We want it to be tight like that. Okay. So it's going to be a tight fit that way. And then the roof is going to fit on like this, so that we'll be able to lift it off. Not easily, but it will lift off. So what we want to do now is just glue this to our roof. I'm going to put lots of glue on this piece here. I'm putting it on the roof rather than on the connector piece, because the roof piece is actually slightly smaller than our connector piece. Glue that on good. Line it up. Lining this up is pretty important because, like I showed you, it's a tight fit, and you need to make sure that it's not going to make your house look off-center when you put it on. Okay, so that's what there is to it. I'm going to add a little glue, more glue onto this Renegade tab over here. Okay. So now that that's in place, again, yes, tight fit. You might have to get in there a little bit and fight it, but it will go in like that. And that gives some stability to your roof. It still allows you to lift it up, and when you need to change your lights or whatever, you can. Another way, you could actually create a hinge in the back underneath your eave here so that you could lift your roof up as a hinge. There's different ways of doing that. Some people just will cut a hole in the back, like a door of some kind. I think that's a little more disruptive. This way, it's kind of nice because when it's all put together, you actually can use it like a gift box. This doesn't make a bad one-story house, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and put everything together, and we should be pretty much finished with our house.